Hey, you know something else I thought of? Okay, so I watched this video yesterday or the day before, and the young lady, uh, her parents weren't really thrilled about her partner, okay, her boyfriend. They saw things that she didn't see because she's got her emotions involved. So that blocks your vision because you're taken over by emotions and you start to overlook things because of it. Well, the parents don't do that, right? They're going to see things that you don't see because you're emotionally involved. Anyway, when she got engaged, and here's a red flag, red flag. He didn't want to go in the house with her to share the good news, quotation marks, good news with her parents. He made her go in the house by herself and tell her parents, which is a red flag in itself. And she came in the house and she showed her ring and she goes, "Well, I'm engaged." And, that was the extent of it. And her mom said, "Are you sure?" Well, she didn't like her mom saying that. She got mad with an attitude. She said, "Of course I'm sure." Like, ugh. Well, they got married and they had kids. And eventually she got tired of his shit and they got a divorce. So instead of getting indignant with someone who can see things you can't see, that should have been a question mark in your head. She also was going to go for, continue her education. Her goal was to go for a PhD. And instead of going for her PhD, she went ahead and married this fool and didn't go for it. Now, let me tell you something right here, right now, right here, right now. Don't you ever, ever, ever in your life not better yourself because of someone else that you're involved with or you're married to or you're engaged to or you're going to get engaged to, whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend. Don't you ever give up an opportunity that may never knock on your door again. You have to be approved for a PhD program. You don't just waltz in there and get it. Okay? You have to be approved for it. And she didn't go for it because she married this one over here. And that marriage didn't last. So now you're without a PhD and you have a divorce under your belt. At least the other way around, if you divorced him, you still got a PhD. You could get a job any damn where doing anything that requires a PhD and you can make bank, bank, bank. Don't you ever, 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 ever block yourself of an opportunity that doesn't fall into your lap every day for someone else. Because even if it's just a friend, a best friend, whatever. I don't want to leave my friends. Oh, girl, please. Girls are notorious. Ladies are notorious for that shit. Oh, please. If they have an opportunity, they'd drop you in a heartbeat. I love you, but I'm going. I'm going overseas. Or whatever they're doing. Okay? If you're smart, you will do what you have to do. So far as your career, so far as your education. Okay? One of my friends turned down a great opportunity to be an anchor person for a TV station. Sports. She's a sportsaholic. She knows everything about sports. She could talk any guy under the table when it comes to sports. She got a great job offer and she turned it down because her mom was sick. I said, do not do that. Well, I got to take care of her. You go there. You get your job. You get settled with your job. Obviously, you got to have a place to live. And then you send for your mom. Once you're settled. You don't turn that down. She didn't get that offer again. Okay? Do it for your mom. Your mom will be quite proud of you and you'll be getting paid well. Give her a nice place to stay or whatever you got to do. Hook her up in a nice facility, whatever the hell you got to do. You don't turn down an opportunity for someone else. In her mom's case, it would benefit her and her mom for her to get that job. It doesn't make any sense. You assume, and I've said this time and time again, if you don't remember nothing else I tell you, you have to remember that you do not have as much time as you think you have. You do not. Life is short, and it can become even shorter if something happens to you. Never turn down a massive opportunity or an opportunity to go away to college or get a good job, whatever it is, for someone else. That is a mistake. People do that a lot to be with somebody and to get married. Now she's married and knocked up and she don't want to go to school now. No, absolutely hell no. The proper way to do that is to get your education, get your college under your belt, and then if you want to get married and start having a family, that's on you. But you don't nix your future endeavors because you're doing this in your personal life. That doesn't make any sense. That just doesn't make any sense. You're kicking yourself. You're going into an unsure thing, and you turned your back on a sure thing, which was your career or your college education. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, that's a sure thing. Relationship is not a sure thing, like I said. And I couldn't talk her out of it. I said, you're not going to get this opportunity. This is a well-known TV station. It was out of state. It was a well-known TV station. I said, holy crap, that's amazing. They really wanted her. They knew she had the education and the knowledge. She turned it down. I said, you really don't want to do that. This opportunity may not come again. She ain't paying me no mind, so oh well. You can't make somebody do the right thing for themselves. If they don't want to benefit themselves, that's on them. Later on down the line, they'll regret it for the rest of their life. But hey, you can't make them not regret it. If that's what their goal is, to regret that decision, let them do it. And they will get their regret, and there's nothing anybody could do about it. Somebody try to talk sense into you, and you're not listening. So cool. Do what you got to do, boo. It's illogical, but go ahead. And girls are notorious for that. Young women are notorious for that stupid shit. Holding up their future for a man. And here's another thing, and it's a red flag. If your man tries to, and toxic men do this, you don't need no job. You don't need no education. All you need is me. Girl, you better put on your sneakers and you better run away from him. Because if he was intelligent and he wasn't toxic, he would be like, you go ahead. That's my baby. You go ahead and do your thing. My girl, she's smart. She gonna get her education. She ain't gonna stop nobody. Come here, girl. Give me some sugar. Mwah. That's what a healthy man does. You go get yours, mama. Okay? Anybody who's trying to talk you out of that, red flag, red flag. Why would he want you to chop your legs at the knees so that you could walk better? That's just dumb. He should want you to strive for the stars. Catch that moon in your hand, girl. You do it. You do the damn thing. Okay? And you should be the same for him. You always have each other's back through thick and thin. You're each other's private cheerleader. Big red flag if somebody's trying to, have you make yourself smaller. Or they want to bash you, not really bash you, but they don't have excitement when you get, promotion on a job or, whatever the situation is. You're exceeding, you're excelling in your business life, your personal life, your business life, your career, in your schooling, you're exceeding. Toxic people are not going to be happy for you. I've known of situations where the woman had a master's degree and he said, oh, they must be giving everybody a master's degree. She said, well, if that's the case, how come you don't have one? Hey, you gotta give her props. That's a good one. She said, if that was the case, how come you don't have one? I mean, and that's an excellent comeback. But that's a red flag. He's not excited for you. He's not happy for you. He's not like, girl, we going out and get a lobster dinner and we going to have some champagne tonight. We going to spend a little money because my baby is not playing. Come on, girl. Put on your sexy dress and we going out tonight. No. If they can't support you and they can't show joy for you and they're insecure and toxic and don't know how to support their baby, kick his ass to the curb or kick her ass to the curb. Women do the same thing. Whoever it is, if they cannot be supportive, they need to get to stepping. Get to stepping. Go kick rocks. Ain't nobody got time for all that. That's bragging rights for your spouse. Y'all go out to dinner with friends and you're like, okay, I have an announcement. And everybody's quiet because they want to hear what's popping off. They got, oh, okay, shh. Everybody be quiet, shh. And they listening. I just want to let you know, she don't want to tell you because she kind of shy or she don't want to come off like she's bragging, but my baby got a massive promotion tonight, so we're celebrating. And everybody's going to start clapping and being excited and, take a, what is it when you do a toast? Oh, okay, to Mary Sue, you go ahead with your best self. Congratulations, girl. Anybody who can't be in your corner, get the hell out of here. Peace. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for all that. And that best friend that you think you're going to have for a lifetime, that you may or may not have for a lifetime. If that person, women are notorious for being jealous of other women. Did I go there? Yes, I did. Notorious. They're kind of like cats. They want to scratch and hiss. They may do it behind your back, but nevertheless, she can kick rocks too. You're not going to be a ball and chain around someone's neck. They're trying to raise up and you trying to sink them down. You are out of here. You are fired. Kick rocks. Bye-bye. Okay? I know someone who, God forbid, I thought we were going to be friends for life. But her parents are extremely toxic, and because she has not severed ties with them, she is toxic too. She is a narcissist just like they are. She is self-destructive just like they are. And she was going to veterinary school, and I guess her parents, I don't know if they were jealous or they didn't want her to excel, but they encouraged her to drop out, and she did. Narcissistic people are extremely notorious for kicking their own face with steel-toe boots on. They get a good relationship, they have to destroy themselves. They get a promotion on a job, they got to jeopardize that. They go to college, they have to jeopardize that. They're doing very well, they have to jeopardize that. Anybody who's not supportive, parents, best friend, supposedly, partner, whoever it is, you got to cut them loose. Is it going to hurt? Yes. But you don't want a ball and chain around your neck, keeping you at the bottom of the ocean. You don't want that. You want them to raise with you. I'm going to hold your hand and we're going to laugh our way and enjoy the whole, process. I got your back, and when you're thrilled, I'm thrilled for you, baby. I got you. There's not supposed to be jealousy, envy, or anything. Now, can it cause you to be self-reflective without being jealous? Yes. You might say, I'm excited for you. I'm very excited for you. But it makes me wonder what I could be doing more in my life to better myself, because you're kind of influencing me to want to strive for more myself. and I feel bad that I haven't. I have a dream and I haven't had the guts to follow it. And that's when your friend or whoever will say, well, be brave and go for it, because you never know if that's something you're supposed to do unless you try. So if it's a passion, you might be fearful. It's like a combination of excited but scared. And there's nothing wrong with that. But give it your all. Don't go in it halfway. Go in it all the way, because this might be the best thing that ever happened to you. And that's not a jealous thing. Oh, you got that and I don't. It's that's making me self-reflect. What do I need to be doing better with my life? I mean, this is what I want to do, but I'm scared. Because a lot of times you are scared. You're scared of the unknown. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you can use that fear to as an energy to propel you in the right direction. It'll propel you and have you going right into the right direction. And for all you know, that could be, the best move you ever made in your life. And you just keep excelling, 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 and you're at the top now. I mean, or you opened up your own organization or whatever it is that once you started it, you couldn't stop and you kept going and it turned out to be the best thing. And yes, if you would have stayed with the fear, you never would have done it. And you wouldn't have known if it was going to succeed because you were too scared to try. You got to push that fear to the side and say, I'm scared to death. I can barely breathe, but I'm going for it. I'm just going, give it all I got and see what happens. But don't you ever in your life, ever, oh, I don't want to go to college. I'll lose my fiance or I'll lose my boyfriend. Girl, if you lost him just because you went to college, he wasn't your man from jump. Big Sissy's talking to you now. He wasn't your man from jump if you lost him that easily. A man will swim across the ocean with no life jacket if he loves you. Baby, I'm coming to see you. I know you're in Italy going to college. I always wanted to go to Italy. I'm coming to see you. I'm saving up all my pennies. I'm going to see my baby in college over there or whatever it is that you're doing. He will swim in shark-infested waters if he loves you. Most of them are not capable of love, but for the few that are, oh, please. Shark will come up on him. He'll deck that shark in the eye and say, get out the way. I'm going to see my baby. You lost your mind up in here. You know what I'm saying? And if that never happens for you, no one will punch a shark to get to his baby. That's okay. There's other ways that you can express your love. Get a pet, like I said. You don't lose the love that's inside yourself to give, the desire to give the love. You don't lose that just because you don't have a partner. You have to redirect it somewhere else if you never get a partner. That's not the end of the world. It's not. It feels like it, but it's not, because when you look at the alternative, you could be with somebody, but you could be with the worst person ever. That might take your life one day. Was it worth it? I bet it's not. Okay? Men are not breaking up with women anymore. They're actually murdering them. Y'all better look at the news. You better pay attention to what's going on. Okay? Everybody thinks it won't happen to them until it does. Okay? Okay? Please, if we could reincarnate people that are in the ground, in the cemetery, and ask them, did you ever see it coming? They'll be like, hell no, I didn't. Of course, they can't tell you because they're dead, but if they could come back, they would tell you. I would be the last person to think that would happen to me. Right? So you got to put your energy, all the more reason why you got to get your education under your belt and do what you got to do. Don't miss out on opportunities, because if this guy or this girl tells you tomorrow I'm leaving, I'm running off with so-and-so, and y'all's, your life was dependent on two incomes, because you have your education under your belt, you can sustain on your own. You want to make sure you got your own. My grandpa used to say, God bless the child that has his own. Exactly. So no matter how unpredictable someone else is, you got a way to take care of you. And anybody who's against that is a red flag and a ball and chain around your neck, and they need to go. Love you guys.